Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching my previous episodes. We are on to episode 5. And today I wanted to talk to you about a few blocks that prevent us from manifesting our dream reality. Now, we've all been there, whoever's tried to manifest something in our lives. We've written down our affirmations, we've spoken them, we've shouted them, we've whispered them, we've repeated them, we've felt them, and yet somehow it's not happening. Why is that? Now, I think there are various reasons for that. I will talk about 5 of them here that I have personally experienced for myself and I've tried to sit down and manifest. Number 1 is the attachment to outcome. Now, whenever we are trying to manifest something, if we attach ourselves emotionally to the outcome, then we are signaling lack. What do I mean by that? Let's say we want to manifest a certain amount of money, and we want to manifest it within a certain period of time. Now, when we are sitting down, closing our eyes, following Dr. Joe's guidance or some other spiritual leader's guidance, we are trying to feel the feelings of our future. We are trying to really imagine ourselves living that life. And then when we let go, we are not able to, because we are really trying to hold on to that outcome. And we are not able to let go of the meditation. Even after the meditation ends, we're still thinking of the outcome. We're still thinking of that check or that bank balance in our account, or whatever form of abundance we were thinking of. If you're not able to let go of it, it starts creating a negative cycle in our minds, and that keeps us away from the abundance, because then what we're signaling to the universe is we want to keep feeling this distance from what we want. We want to keep feeling this feeling of forcing our abundance, and if we already get what we want, then we won't be in the feeling of forcing it anymore. So we're actually hindering our manifestation process, and I've been there. So I wanted to share that with you, that was one of the blocks that I encountered, and I realized that I'm making a mistake. The second one is emotional contradiction. Now, I used to feel, and I still believe, that we can manifest anything instantly. I believe in that. I very, very firmly believe in that. But what stops us is our actual belief that it's possible. We hear other people doing it. We think it's possible here, but here we don't. And I think that is called, that in my mind, that's emotional contradiction. We think it's possible here, but here we don't. And I think that is called, that in my mind, that's emotional contradiction. We feel that we deserve happiness, or we not deserve happiness. We feel that we want happiness. We are trying to feel the emotions of our future self, but there's a voice inside our head saying that, really, I don't think you're going to get there. It's never happened before. You haven't been able to do this in the past. What makes you think you can do it now? So whatever you're trying to manifest, you need to get rid of that emotional contradiction that you have in your head, that it's not possible, because you got to really believe that it is possible. And again, I've been there. This is all from personal experience. The third one is what I call old identity programming. If you identify yourself, or if you have been told by your parents or by your partner or by society or by whoever who you've considered important in your life, that you are supposed to be a certain way, and you identify yourself with that personality, with that identity might affect your ability to manifest. For example, if you want to become successful in business, you want to be a successful entrepreneur, But your parents have always told you that you can never be a successful businessman because you don't have any business acumen. You cannot be a successful entrepreneur. You are only going to be successful if you are a salaried employee working for somebody else. And you've held that identity all your life. Then it's difficult to break out of that. So when you feel the emotions of being successful in your business and you're a successful entrepreneur, but you have that identity that you will never be successful in business because your parents told you so, that's going to be another hindrance in trying to manifest what you want. So it's very important to identify the identity. It's very important to figure out what identity you're holding on to, and if that identity is interfering with your manifestation efforts, you need to let that identity go. The fourth one is lack of clarity. And again, I've been a victim of this many times, where one day I will try to manifest something, and the next day I will think, I don't think that's possible, or that's too much. Maybe I'll just curb it down a little bit, make it more feasible, and try something else. And the next day I'll say, that didn't work. Maybe I'll try something else. When you do that, you're sending mixed messages to the universe. If you really believe that you deserve something and you can get it, if you believe you deserve something, if you really want something from your heart, forget about the how. Forget about if it's feasible or not, because you don't know. The how is none of your business. Feel the emotions, believe in yourself, believe in the manifestation process, and just let go. And it will come. But if you don't have that clarity, and if you keep going back and forth, and that means, here's the thing, and I've realized that about myself. When I go back and forth, it is because I'm trying to manifest out of fear that I will run out of money, or fear for my health, or fear for something else. So when you're manifesting out of fear, that is not something that you truly desire. But when you manifest from your heart something that you truly desire, then you have clarity. Then you know what you want, and you will not go back and forth on it, and you will give the universe a very straight, direct message that this is what I want, and it will inevitably be yours. And then the last one, I think we talked about in my previous episode, is about the residual energy. And I wanted to repeat this because it is very important, because I feel this is the thing that's holding me back the most. It is your past, things they've tried in the past that haven't worked out before, and that energy lingers on. And not only about manifestation, it could be anything. For example, if you spent yesterday not working at all, maybe binge watching Netflix, or you ate unhealthy, or you slept late, today morning you feel crappy. Not only physically, maybe you're not feeling crappy physically, but you're feeling crappy emotionally, because you feel, I was very unproductive yesterday. And that thought, that emotion from yesterday, then that kind of compounds, into today, and then it affects your present, and then it affects your future. Or maybe you just had a bad day yesterday. Maybe you had a big fight with somebody, or maybe you had a bad day at work. And you bring that energy into your present, then it affects your present, and whatever manifestation efforts you're doing in your present, it muddies that up, and it affects that, and it affects your future. So I wanted to reiterate that the residual past energy, and I'm a big victim of this myself, and I'm working on it myself to remove that and stay more in the present. The residual past energy can be a big hindrance as well to your manifestation efforts. Well, that's all I had to say for this episode. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to share, feel free to like my video, comment, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.